Hey guys, Jeremy Anderson here. I want to talk about difficult bunker lies today. All right, let's get after it. All right, so we've been dealt a pretty tough hand here. We've got 3 tough lies in the bunker. We got 1 fried egg, 1 ball that's like 85% plugged, and we got another ball that's in its own pitch mark. Like, how are we going to get these shots out of here to where they're not going to completely ruin our round? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about them one at a time. So the first one, the fried egg, this one right here. The kind of shot we're going to play is very much predicated by where the ball is in that little swirly bowl that it sits in, okay? And a lot of times how this happens is the ball lands in the sand really firm, okay? And it creates this like splash, right? The ball will run up and then roll back down into it. So how do we hit out of it? Well, here's the deal. Where the ball sits in it is going to predicate like what kind of shot we hit out of it. So for the sake of what we're doing right here, I'm going to play the ball kind of towards the back of it, like a ½ inch to an inch away from the back. What we want to do from here is, because the sand's kind of soft, I don't need to shut the face to get the leading edge onto the ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blast it out of here. This is a bunker blast. I'm going to come down really steep with a ton of speed, and I'm going to bury the bounce of the golf club into the bunker, and I'm going to accelerate and drive the bounce right down into the sand. Okay, so my weight's going to be forward, my chest and my pelvis are going to be a little bit open, and I'm going to drive this thing down in the sand as hard as I can. Okay, and I got that one to come out decently high and soft relative to the lie. All right, so here we got a shot where the ball's plugged in the bunker. It's probably, I don't know, 85% plugged, 15% visible. How are we going to get this out of there and not have it ruin our round? Well, here's the trick. We got to hit this really hard, and here's the deal. So here's my target line here. I'm going to get a line 45 degrees to the right and 45 to the left. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up and I'm going to grip the golf club normal, and then I'm going to spin it and get that face like 45 shut. Okay, so that club face is pointed right over here. It's perpendicular to that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim my body 45 degrees to the right or so, and now the club face is on target. Okay, and what I need to do from here is I need to mash it. This leading edge is going to make that club dig so deep, the ball will actually come out decently high and decently soft. It's not going to have a lot of spin because we're chunking it out with a hooded face, but this should do the trick. Let's give it a try. Okay, not the best quality shot. It's not going to be close to the pin rarely ever, but you know what? It's not ruining the round. I got it on the green, and now I'm going to 2-putt and I'm going to get the hell out of here. The third one, the ball's stuck in its own pitch mark, okay? This is probably the most common of the 3. And again, this one's going to be a little bit predicated on how soft the sand is. So I've got really good sand here. So with a shot like this, again, it's going to be more like the fried egg. I'm going to grip the club face pretty neutral, pretty square, okay? Belly button nose even with the ball. And I'm going to lever this thing up again with my right elbow and blast it out with a steep angle of attack. Okay, and again, the trick here is to blast the club into the sand. We don't want the club to chase the ball, so I don't want to come in and have this thing sweepy and chase the ball. I want to swing this club really, really steep into the sand, and I want to almost leave the club there, like the club's colliding, like almost like perpendicular with the sand. All right? So when you get a tough bunker shot, what we need to do is, again, assess the lie and figure out how we're going to manage the situation. It's never going to be perfect, but we can give it a good old college try. All right? Let me know how this helps. Peace.